you need to learn the formula. So the formula of density is given as density is equals to mass per unit volume. As I have discussed in the definition, density is basically mass per unit volume, so its formula is also mass over volume. And you can see that in previous example, what is the formula for average velocity? That is distance over time. So they are related to each other. In previous example, we have three quantities that also called the which one? That is compound measures. So in this case, you have also three terms, that is density, mass and volume. So it is also called compound measures, right? So here is the example of the density. The diagram shows a steel cylinder. It has a radius of 10 centimeter and is 2 centimeters thick. It means that its thickness is 2 centimeters and its radius is 10 centimeters. Okay, work out the volume of the cylinder. First is we have to find the volume of the cylinder. Second one, the steel has the density 7.6 grams per cubic centimeter. So here density is given, volume we have found in part A, and we have to find the mass of the cylinder also in part B. Okay, so we have these two questions. So first of all, we have the radius, that is 10, and we have the thickness, that is 2. So what is the formula for the volume of the cylinder? That is pi r square h. So what is pi? Pi is an irrational number. Its value is 3.14 up to so on, right? It is an irrational number. R square means that 10 square, that is equals to 100, and 2 is, as it is multiplied, when we simplify it by multiplying these three terms, your answer will be 628.3185307. So if you are interested in three significant figures, so your answer will be 629. Okay, so again you can see that mass of the cylinder. So mass of the cylinder, for mass of the cylinder we have to use the formula of the density. So density is basically equals to mass per unit volume. So if you are interested in finding mass, your formula can be converted as density multiplied by volume. So volume we have found in previous part A, that is 628.3185307 multiplied by this density, and density is given as 7.6. So when we multiply these two terms, your answer will be 4775.220,833. So when we simplify it into nearest three significant figures, so your answer will be 478, and this will become 0, right? Because we are interested in finding the answer up to three significant figures. Okay, so this is your mass of the cylinder, right? Again you can see that another example of the compound measure is pressure. Pressure has also three quantities. The unit of the pressure is Newton per square meter or Pascal. So pressure has the formula, that is force per area. Because we are discussing the compound measures, so we have now studied three examples of the compound measures. First one is average speed, second one is density, third one is pressure, right? So here is the next exercise, exercise 21.4. We have to do some questions from the 22.4. So here question number 2, question number 5, and also question number 8. Okay, we have to do these questions and also question number 10. After that we have completed the all exercises, and now we have a review exercise 21. It means that review exercise of chapter 21. So here we have also some questions which summarize this chapter and which includes all topics of this chapter. So you have to complete the every uh, type of question from the review exercise. First is about directly proportional, second is about inversely proportional, third is you can see that this will becomes directly proportional, inversely proportional. Question number 5, Hooke's law, and also question number 11, right? You have to do these questions from the review exercise also, and after that here is the summary. And after doing these questions, some key points are given, that when y is directly proportional to x, we can write it as y is equals to kx, because k is the proportionality constant. The graph of y against x will then be straight line through the origin. So this is the graph of y is directly proportional to x. When y is inversely proportional to x, we can write y is equals to k over x, where k is the proportionality constant. The graph of y against x will then be curved more particularly a hyperbola. So because we have the graph of a reciprocal function same like that, so inverse proportional is also a type of the reciprocal function, so that's why its graph will be of that type. Again, IGCSE questions will often tell you that y is directly or inversely proportional to some power of x, and will give you an x value corresponding y. You should set up an equation using k, where y is equals to kx square, and then use the given x and y's value, determine the values of k. This formula can then be used to answer the set of these questions. In third one, uh, you can see that we have some y is equals to k times x square, some powers directly or inversely proportional. 3 is that average speed, that has formula total distance over total time. Make sure you use consistent units when working the speed. For example, convert time in minutes or 2 hours when the speed is in kilometers. So if you are working in kilometers, so your time should be in hours. If you are working in meters, your time should be in seconds. Again, this density as the formula, that is mass per unit volume. The units of density are gram per centimeter cube and kilogram per meter cube. So if you are taking the mass in grams, you have to make sure that your distance, or sorry, your volume will be in centimeter cube. Again, if you are taking the mass in kilograms, so your volume will be in cubic meters, right? So this is the summary. This is some key points of the chapter 21. So now you have to do firstly the examples, secondly you have to do the exercise questions which I have marked. Okay, do you understand?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, this is your first example. Do it fast.